Hi everybody and happy Halloween! I'm Amy from the Cauldron, and in this Halloween special I'm going to be dyeing this new to me fibre. This is 12 grams of hand spun Himalayan Nettle fibre. It's from this curious collection from World of Wool. There's some other interesting fibres in here as well that I'm really looking forward to spinning and dyeing. Today we're going with the Himalayan Nettle. I spun this myself. It was a very hairy, difficult one to spin, so I probably will not be buying this again. Certainly not for myself, but I'm very curious to see how it dyes up. And because it's Halloween, I'm going to be using Halloween-y colours. I've got here new emerald green, raven black, lavender and orange crush. They're all fibre reactive dyes from Dyer. Because this is a plant-based fibre, it needs soda ash and fibre reactive dye. So this has been soaking in soda ash. I'm going to go in with green first of all. I've got gloves on, I've got a mask on, and I'm protecting my surface. And I've got here 10 meters of 100% cotton floss, which I'm just going to wipe my fingers on afterwards. So I've got new emerald green. I'm going to just lightly speckle. This new emerald green can be very difficult to wash out. It can be a bit of a bleeder. So I'm trying my hardest to use it sparingly. So I'm sticking with that for now. My fingers, I'm just going to wipe on this. You can see how potent that colour is. This is just from wiping my fingers. So that's why I'm trying really hard not to go overboard with that one. I'm now going to go wash my hands so I don't introduce any, I don't cross-contaminate any of my dyes. My hands are dry and clean. And next I am going to go in with the lavender. Now this one, when it's in a solution, it can be quite a pastel colour, but I've noticed when using it sort of speckling, it can be quite strong. So this should be interesting to see how this works. I'm not expecting to get super fine speckles on this. I can't do super fine speckles on yarn, on animal fibre, which is easier to do speckles on than in a plant-based fibre. But I'm just sprinkling a little bit on, just seeing how it goes. Just want to see what the colours do, if the colours take, and yeah, just a little experiment really. Next I'm going to go into orange crush. Again, just trying to use it very sparingly. Okay, that's all it needs. And then this floss is looking really good. I really like how this is turning out. And this is just from wiping my fingers off. And finally, I'm going into the raven black. Now, I can already see with the lavender, we'll go in for a close-up in a second once I finish this, but I can already see the lavender is splitting into the colour pigments that it's made of. Because none of these are primaries, so it means they are made up of multiple colour pigments. The raven black normally splits as well. If we go in for a quick close-up, you can see the lavender, there are specks of pink and blue in here as well. And that's what I mean by breaking. It's splitting into the colour pigments it's made of. The orange does split into yellows, but I can't see any in there. Now the raven black, yep, I can see a bit of blue and a bit of yellow. And if we look along, there should be a little bit of pink somewhere. This one splits into those colours. Oh, yep, there we go, there's pinks there as well. And I can't see any splits with the new emerald green. This one may split into some greens and blues and yellows. but it is the lavender and raven black that are the main ones for splitting. I'll have a look at the floss. Even though I wiped my fingers on this, you can still see spots of pink and spots of blue in that purple. And then we come over here to the raven black, you can see spots of blue, yellow, and there are specks of pink throughout there as well. So this is so cool. I'm just going to very carefully pick that up. Let's have a look underneath. I think I'm just going to carefully flip it over. I think I'll do a tiny little bit of each colour on this side. Not the most. I've got the tiniest pinch, and like literally that is all I'm going to do for each colour. I've decided against putting any of the new emerald green on this side because, as I said, it does spread quite a lot, and you can see it is spreading. There's a fair bit on this side already, and I haven't speckled on that side. So I'm going to carefully, actually, just try and get up some of this that might be on the cling film. And now I'm going to carefully roll this up. And because this is a plant-based fibre, it doesn't need heat so much as it needs time to set. So I'm going to just roll this up and let this sit out of the way for the next 2 days. And I'm not going to forget about this beautiful cotton floss. This would make a really cool Halloween themed cross stitch. Maybe a haunted house silhouette or something. I think that would look really great. So these are now just going to sit on the side out of the way for the next 2 days. These have been sitting out for about 5 days now. They don't need quite that time. I just haven't had a chance to wash these in the last 5 days. There's quite a bit of dye on that. Now there will be dye coming out of this for the first couple of rinses, simply because that is what man-made fibres, not man-made fibres, that is what natural fibres and fibre reactive dyes do. So I can see some orange coming out. So what I'm going to do now is, this is just cold tap water and a little bit of washing up liquid. And I'm just going to put these, let these soak in here, and then I'm going to change the water every 15, 20, 30 minutes or so until the water is completely clear. And here is this fun, messy Halloween yarn and floss. This just looks like so much fun. I love how these colours have all broken and they work together. They haven't really blended as such to create anything muddy. You can still see the 4 distinct colours. If you have a little close up, that purple is still, you can still see the pinks and blues pop through that colour's made of. And the greens, you can see some blues and yellows come through as well. There's a bit more spread with the green than with that purple. And the colours have mixed a bit, so there are bits of orange and all sorts around. And then if we have a look, let's have a look at the orange and black. You can see there has been transfer, but it works because there's just so much colour mismatch on this. You can see you've got the orange and yellow specks and blue and pink all throughout the black, and then you got some of the black transfer into the orange as well. Now I think it just looks lovely. It's so much fun. And the yarn itself, it doesn't feel overly soft. It feels a bit more like string to me, so I'm not sure what the best project for this yarn would be if you just had it on its own. I mean, you could always blend this fibre with something else to make it a bit smoother, but this is just a little experiment, which I love. And then we have a little look at the floss as well. And now I just wiped my fingers on this, and you can see how much coverage we got just from wiping my fingers on this. And I do love that in the purple and in the black you can see specks of the colours breaking And then you can see the speckles throughout the black and throughout the purple, and I just love that just from wiping my fingers on it. The orange and the green are more solid colours. Those ones didn't break as much. But again, this is so much fun, and I think this would make a really nice Halloween cross stitch. Thank you so much for watching this Halloween special. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. What do you think of these 4 colours working together? I absolutely love it, and I will be using these 4 colours again in non-Halloween specials. I publish a new dyeing tutorial every Monday, usually around 6 PM UK time, and I like to try doing different things in my videos, use different fibres, do different techniques, so there should always be something different and interesting to watch. Thank you so much for watching.